The Newsday continues here on One News Now. I'm Maricel Halili. A bill seeking to give President Bongbong Marcos power to suspend PhilHealth rate hikes has been filed. House leaders said Bill 6772 aims to prevent additional burden to members amid the COVID-19 pandemic. It seeks to give the chief executive the upper hand to suspend the increase in premium contributions upon the recommendation of the PhilHealth Board during calamities or when public interest requires. Contributions to the state health insurer are set to go up this year from 4% to 4.5%. Marcos Jr. earlier called on PhilHealth to suspend the rate hike, citing socio-economic challenges. Meanwhile, one lawmaker has proposed to set up a sovereign wealth fund just for overseas Filipino workers. Despite the controversy surrounding the proposed Maharlika Investment Fund, Parañaque City Representative Edwin Olivares filed a measure which he says will give OFWs a safer alternative for investment. Olivares said the fund will be used by the national government to finance job-generating industrial or agricultural projects. We'll be back with more stories after the break. Keep it here on One News. You're still watching One News Now. I'm Maricel Halili. Cheaper prices of imported onion bring worry to vendors as it could potentially affect the sale of local produce. Faith Del Mundo with a report.
Imported onions have reached public markets. The imported supply are noticeably bigger than locally produced ones. In the Barangka market in Mandaluyong, prices of onions remain high at 300 to 500 pesos per kilo. Despite the additional supply, but vendors say this is still better since they can earn more from cheaper imported onions. Meanwhile, in Pasay Public Market, prices of onions are cheaper. The price for imported white onions is around 240 pesos per kilo, while imported red onions cost 180 pesos per kilo. Prices of local red and white onions range from 220 to 250 pesos per kilo. Despite imported onions being cheaper, some consumers still prefer to buy local produce.
Masaya kami. Siyempre, natural. Ay nagmura. Kaysa na 700 din nakaraan. 220 na lang ang kilo. Wala kaming sibuyas. Bawang lang, luya.
Oo. Tapos ngayon, ma'am?
Ay, siyempre, kompleto. Oo, Ricardo na.
Retailers say that their sales doubled after the delivery of imported onions. In Divisoria, white onions cost 1,250 pesos per bag or 138 pesos per kilo, while red onions cost 1,000 to 1,100 pesos per bag or 122 pesos per kilo. Alan, a karinderya owner, is happy that he can finally cook sisig again.
Maganda po magamit kayo ng sibuyas eh. Kailangan po, kagaya na may sisig kami, kailangan talaga may sibuyas po.
In the Kadiwa market in Pasig, local onion prices are still at 180 to 200 pesos per kilo. Some of the sellers are dismayed of the slow sale of local onions. They said that from 30 kilos, they are able to sell just 3 kilos nowadays with the arrival of imported supply.
Tumumal po ang ating lokal. Kasi po, ang imported, siyempre, medyo mababa po siya ng 20 pesos per kilo. Pero ang ating lokal, medyo mataas po ng konti.
The Agriculture Department earlier expected onion prices to go down this January as imported supply arrives and local harvest kicks in. But onion farmers have raised concerns from the arrival of imported onion could force lower prices and affect the sale of locally produced supply. For News 5, Faith Del Mundo, we are One News.
Let's now take a quick look at other stories we're watching. President Bongbong Marcos approves the implementation of value-added tax refund program for foreign tourists by next year. The program seeks to boost tourist arrivals in the country. The Philippine Statistics Authority reports that more than 40 million printed and digital copies of the Philippine ID have been issued. Electronic IDs are now also downloadable for easier access. And in weather, the shear line is expected to bring rain showers over eastern Visayas, Caraga, and Davao Oriental. Rains are also expected in other parts of the country due to amihan. For more updates, visit News 5, the Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Maricel Halili. We are One News.